missing consecutive classes. It's a bit much, but some of them were just a little strange. People were very weird. So if that test come around and you don't understand anything, don't go under that arch.
Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping, was okay, so what? Someone hit the block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too.
Hey YouTube, if you are returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hi, my name is Jewlrey. My videos consist of college things, entrepreneur things, and everything in between. And today, as you can see by the title, is a college video. So I'm going to be talking about things I wish I knew before coming to college. And y'all, my perspective is from a first generation college student. Neither one of my parents went to college. Some of my aunties and uncles went to college, but like I'm the first like in my immediate family to go to college. None of my siblings went to college. Yeah, neither one of my parents. So yeah, and so this is just from my perspective. And so I'm going to be splitting this up in like two sections, sort of. So the first section, I'm going to go like overall college things that I feel like will help any college student. And then the second part of this video is going to be things that I feel like you should know before coming to Spelman. So it's gonna be split up in two. But honestly, all of it is just general advice for anybody going to school. But there are some things that I might say, like words like the girls or something like that, women, the language I use. Just be mindful because I do go to an all-girls school. So I wish I knew that the first people you meet, not necessarily when you're in college, but like the first people you meet, say going to like an admitted students day, which for Spelman is Spellbound, or like if y'all meet different people in like group chats, because I know especially at Hbcus, that's like a big thing to like, as soon as you get accepted, get into group chats, you know, form groups and stuff. I will say that if you don't make friends in those group chats, don't be down or think like you're not gonna have any friends when you come to college. Like for me, some of the group chats that I was in when school first started, like some of them were just a little strange. People were very weird. And I just realized those weren't the type of people that I personally wanted to hang around. And so just be really open-minded when it comes to friendships, but also like pay attention to any weird things or red flags in those friendships that happen online and even when you first get to school, because honestly, your high school kids going into college, some people might not know themselves fully. People try to act a certain way just to fit in with a certain type of crowd. It's just really, the friend thing is just really strange when coming to college. So yeah, if you don't make friends in a group chat, don't think you're just going to be friendless once you get to school. That's probably not going to happen. I would really encourage you as soon as you get to school to get outside. Like go to, if they haven't like CR, we have like the week your first week in school, we didn't have like the whole on-campus week with the all the little traditions, like you get your Morales brother. I said I wasn't doing a Spelman. I say, like, if they have any freshman events, go to those freshman events, meet other freshmen. That's how you're gonna make your friends. Like, go out to those events and meet other people. Do not stay in your room. Like, that was the worst mistake I made, was staying in that room. My first year on campus, so my sophomore year, was terrible because I just stayed in my room. Like, get out. It was really that first semester. The second semester, I didn't go out, but I went out a little bit. I still was really reserved and closed off and not going nowhere. So go out. You're not going to make friends in your room. Like, get out the room. Participate in different clubs. This is kind of like the get out one. Like, sophomore year, I think I was like a little bit homesick too. Like, this was my first time being away from like home for like an extended period of time, and some people was having a ball. Me, I just wasn't. I was in my room, boring, not doing anything. So go to different clubs. When you join different clubs and like organizations, make sure you like them, for one. Make sure it's something that you like. Like right now, I'm in entrepreneurship club because I'm an entrepreneur and I love business stuff. So like, pick clubs based on what you like. If you like to draw and your school has art club, do an art club. If you like, I don't know, filming stuff, join a movie or film type of club. Like, make sure that the clubs are things that interest you. If you like planning events, maybe join student government. Like, do things that you particularly like join orgs and clubs that you like. You want to be able to use that club to make different connections, and like, that's also going to help you meet more people like that like the same things you like. Like, definitely join. It's like more so school based than social based, or it can be both. If you don't know, ask a question. Like, I feel like that sometimes it is just really intimidating coming to school, and if you're like me, like, I won't ask anything. I'm just gonna figure it out. But ask questions. Literally, people are there for you to ask questions. Like, if you're having trouble with your work, ask your teacher questions. Like, if you're having trouble keeping up with the work, ask questions. If you don't know about this and that, ask questions. Like, how are you gonna know if you don't ask? You're gonna be stuck. Or be like me, I used to try and Google stuff. Well, certain stuff you can't Google, especially like maneuvering through a college. Like, you can't Google it. So ask people. Ask if it's like something school based or like class. Ask your teachers. Ask students in your class. Build a friendship with people who maybe have the same major as you, because y'all are going to be taking the same classes. Like, so that you can have somebody to ask these questions too. So yeah, that's just one of my things. I would just ask questions. Choose your major based off what you want to do and not what your family or outsiders want you to do. And I say this because I've seen with my own two eyes people miserable about what they took in college. Take what you want to take. This is your life. You're the one that's going to have to take the classes. You're the one that's going to have to use this degree after. and this is your life. Choose your classes, choose your major, choose what you want to do. Oh my goodness, this is a big one that I want to touch on. Make sure you take care of yourself mentally. Oh my goodness, when I talk about that first semester, staying in my room did not help with my mental health that semester. Like, I remember sometimes literally just bawling my eyes out in my room. I'm also a Pisces and I'm a little sensitive, but I would just cry. Like, I would just cry because I missed home, cry because I didn't have no friends. Like, I was just crying all the time. Crying because a class was hard. Like, I'm the type, I'm gonna cry. I might not cry in front of people, but I'm gonna cry. People make it seem like it's just so easy. I'm gonna be the first person to tell you that it's not. College is hard. And it's not necessarily like the schoolwork aspect. It's just college as a whole. Especially if you move like far away. Like, you have to deal with not being close to your family if you're close to your family. If you're moving away, you don't know anybody, you have to like build new friendships. That can be very daunting. You're just in a whole new environment. Like, college is hard, and you have to adjust to all of this while trying to make sure your GPA doesn't fall too low. With that being said, if you do need to take a break from class one day, you know, I wouldn't say keep missing consecutive classes. It's a bit much, but I will say when you need to take that time, use the on-campus resources. I said I was gonna do this in 2 parts, but I know at Spelman we have counselors and stuff. Like, you're paying for a lot of this stuff, you might as well use it. So use your resources, you know, talk to your friends, take care of your mental health. Like, that's really big in college. Like, especially like when you first get there. I mean, just all throughout college, it's just so many changes, so many different things, dealing with different relationships. People be dating. College dating is a mess. Like, you can get your heart broke. I don't know, it's just so much stuff that can affect your mental health. You can fail a test, and if you're not used to failing in high school, when you get to college, you're gonna be like mentally distraught once you fail that first test. But after that, it's gonna get better. Like, it's gonna get better. But it's just a lot. College is a lot. College is hard. I don't know why people make it seem like this is just the easy route, the easy way out. No. This college is hard. I've seen the mental breakdowns. I've had a few myself. It's hard. And I hate when people try and downplay it. It's hard. Some people have to work jobs. While all of this is going, like, it's just a lot. College is hard. It's gonna be my last piece of like general advice. The rest of it is going to be Spelman advice. The last general advice I would say is, oh no, I got 2 more pieces of general advice. So this one that I'm gonna say is be and know yourself. Be yourself and know yourself. I would say be yourself. Like, you come into college faking and being something you're not. Like, 1, you're gonna have to maintain that. Are you ready to maintain that for 4 years? 2, like, you're not gonna be able to build any real friendships, like, not being yourself. 3, I'm pretty positive, and I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, that the facade can only last for so long. It can only last for so long. The people that should be in your life will be there if you're yourself. Like, don't try to be a whole nother person or someone that you're not. And know yourself. That goes into be yourself. Like, don't fall into certain stereotypes just to fit into a group. Like, it's not gonna work out. I've seen it time and time again. It's not going to work out. So know yourself. And again, I'm not even saying know yourself like 100%, because you're 18, 19, sometimes 17. Like, you're still figuring you out. Like, we're young adults. Like, I'm not saying know yourself like you got to know every single little detail, but know yourself enough to know that you belong in whatever space you're in, and that you belong, and that you can be yourself in that space. Your professors will not baby you. Some of them will, but majority don't. Had to learn from experience. Make sure you look at the syllabus. Make sure you read the syllabus thoroughly. Come up with some type of system. This year I've been a little better at that. But my first year on campus was like my hard year, honestly, because I just didn't keep up with due dates and the syllabus. And one thing about it, your teachers, they're not going to keep reminding you. Like, in high school, every day I came in that same class, they would be like, okay, this is due this day, this is due. You gonna get a reminder maybe the class before is due, or the day before it's due, and you might not even have enough time to do it. So make sure you keep the syllabus. Yes, sometimes teachers do get off track, and sometimes the syllabus is not the same, but the teachers I've had that maybe get off track on the syllabus, they at least are very vocal and communicate well enough for me to adjust properly. If you don't understand in class, some of them will try to. I have one teacher that, like, one or two, maybe three teachers that really enforce it in class, but honestly, they trying to get through their lesson, so they getting through. If you get lost, they're not going to be, hey, individually, each person in the class individually, did you get the lesson today? Did you get the lesson today? Did you get the lesson today? No, like, no. So if that test come around and you don't understand anything, but you didn't try to go to the office hours, you didn't try to do a study group with somebody who maybe understood it, like, you're gonna mess yourself up. So the teachers, they not babying you. So read that syllabus thoroughly. Make sure you check off all the due dates. Also, if you take a class and maybe it's not like a mandatory class that you gotta take, make sure that you can abide by the teacher's rules in the syllabus, because if you don't, some of them will fail you from the class. So just really make sure to read that syllabus, because them teachers is not babying you. They not reading it for you. Read the syllabus. Make sure you got all your books. Make sure you write your due dates down. I would say at least for the first 2 months, and then, like, so you can make sure that you're staying on track with your assignments and stuff. This is going to transition into like Spelman / AUC advice. My first one, oh my goodness, this is number one, because, like, everybody says this. When I used to watch the videos in high school, I used to take this specific piece of advice, I took it really lightly. Don't take this piece of advice lightly at all. I love my school down. Okay? I love my school down. Like, if I had to choose colleges all over again, I would choose Spelman. Again and again and again and again. But at Spelman is one big sisterhood. But I'm gonna say exactly word from word, bar from bar, how I've heard my other Spelman sisters who do YouTube say it when they give their advice videos. While there's a sisterhood at Spelman, everybody at Spelman is not your sister. There are some very sweet individuals, and there are mean girls. Like, let's just face it, this is real life. This is the real world. Some people are just mean. It's nothing I can do about it. It's nothing you can do about it. It's just really some mean girls in this world. So, again, this kind of goes back into the whole friendship situation. Have this I can't even say what. Have discernment when choosing your friends, sisters. Have discernment. Like, again, I would say this Spelman is a sisterhood, but not everyone is your sister. I had to learn it the hard way. So take with that advice what you will, but I also say don't come in like scared. Like, it's gonna be okay as long as you know yourself. Like, you should be fine and you're not conforming to what maybe somebody wants you to be. You're fine. Number 2, the AUC is small, really small. When I tell y'all, Clark and Morehouse, a few steps away. Like, the AUC is small. Everybody know everybody. People talk. Be smart. There's a place and time for everything. Know that somebody's always watching you, and you never know who. You never know who's listening. Do not walk in that grass. Don't walk in that grass unless it's a special event. That's the only time we standing on that oval. If it's a special event, Founders Day, something like that. Otherwise, like, Spelman women, we don't cut corners, so don't walk across that grass. Do not walk across that grass. And don't go under that arch. If you want to graduate, don't go under the arch. Do it. This is my last piece of Spelman advice. I hate that I have to say this because I hate that people make it a thing. Don't be that Spelman girl who feels like she's better than any of the AUC girls. Like, I hate that some girls have adopted this mindset that, oh, Spelman girl's better than Clark growing up. That is so dumb. I hate it so bad. And I hate the whole Spelman is brains, everywhere else is garbage. Like, no. Every institution in the AUC, like, produced great people. Like, there's no you're smarter because you go to Spelman. Like, that is, I will say that I have more friends from Clark than I do Spelman. Well, like, equal. But I just like Clark. I like the vibe at Clark. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. And I hate the whole comparison. I hate, because, y'all, I kid y'all not, every year it's always one. I swear on my life. Like, I don't know. It's just really weird. I hate the whole Spelman versus Clark girl fake. It's really fake. Like, I love my Clark cousins. Love them down. Just refrain from that type of thought. It's childish. It's unproductive. We're all Black people getting education. Like, why is there always a competition? It's weird. Like, it just really irritates me when people do stuff like that. So don't be that girl. Y'all have any Spelman or college specific questions, comment them down below, and I might make a part 2. But y'all, I made a whole list of stuff that I want to talk about, and I covered it. It took me 30 minutes, but I feel like this is worth it. And as a first generation college student myself, I wish I would have saw a video like this before I went to go to school. And if you're incoming Spelmanite, y'all like the beanie, make sure y'all get one before y'all get to campus so y'all can wear y'all beanies. I'ma link them because, you know, I ate with the beanie. Oh, I got different HBCUs too. WSSU, I have NCAT, Howard, Clark, Morehouse. Am I missing one? I think that's it for right now. I'm sold out of the rest of the ones.
Like now I'm like, you're just pointing out stuff. Every time.
Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts.